Hey everybody, this is Ken Johnson from Revelations Primo. Honestly, I didn't plan on doing a review tonight, but I ran into this movie a couple days ago on television, and I just had to do a review of it. It's one of the weirdest children's movies I've ever seen, but it has a real likability to it, even though it's not perfect. So, please enjoy my impromptu review of Hoodwinked.
Red Riding Hood. You probably know the story. But there's more to every tale than meets the eye. It's just like they always say. You can't judge a book by its cover. If you want to know the truth, you've got to flip through the pages.
On the surface, this looks like just any other retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. But on the way which this movie travels, we realize that it breaks the mold and really gives an extremely bizarre take on such a classic story.
You crazy wolf! What have you done with Granny?
I'm taking Granny down, and you're next.
Granny!
But you, that's
The movie's set up in the beginning in somewhat of a crime mystery as you see the different events happening from the different perspectives. From perspectives of Granny, Red, the wolf, and a new character introduced to the series, the Woodsman.
Paul's Bunion Cream has the soothing formula to make the bunions head for the hills.
Anyways, all four of the stories are not only unique, but the way in which they interact with each other simultaneously is really intelligent for a children's movie.
Light them up! Wow, that's nice and bright. What kind of candles are those?
Must be Italian.
There's the candle.
Got it!
Did you hear something?
The stories themselves are quite interesting too. Red turns out to be a karate expert, the wolf ends up being an investigative journalist, and Granny ends up being a secret agent. Probably the most interesting of these does still have to be the Woodsman. It turns out that he's not actually a woodsman, he's actually an actor in a commercial trying to be a woodsman. His day job is actually running a schnitzel truck for all the boys and girls. And then he sings a song about it, which I really can't decide whether or not I find this song pleasantly entertaining or slightly racist.
Mommy, I want a schnitzel stick!
Schnitzel, the favorite treat for little girls and boys to eat. Schnitzel man can serve them quick. It's a schnitzel on a stick.
No more spoons! Use your hands!
Says the friendly schnitzel man.
Make sure you keep an extra one for later in your later hosa.
The plot follows a bunny who's taking over all of Granny's recipes and injecting them with nicotine so they become addictive and the bunny is able to take over the world. Okay, it doesn't exactly have nicotine in them, but the way that the bunny explains it, it might as well be.
Every goodie. A little something I like to call boingonium. It makes my snacks a little more habit-forming.
The animation in this movie isn't the best I've seen, but considering the fact that this movie is made on such an extremely low budget by an unknown company, I'm willing to let that slide. Especially since the animation, while it might not be at the highest rendering, it really is very consistent compared to other movies that are made in CGI and low budgets.
Blame myself. That bunny was worthless. Not to mention he wrote the directions on an Easter egg, which is very hard to read.
Oh, we're gonna die in here.
I know. That's what they said at the Alamo.
As far as the music, it's a little hit and miss. The songs sung by the main cast are pretty good. Red's song is a little cliche, but not necessarily bad.
On her bike, I know. It's a tired old tale, but it still rings true.
The Woodsman's song about schnitzel is just weird. Quite funny, but weird. Evil Bunny also has a song about taking over the world called Top of the Woods. It's purposely so over the top and ridiculous, it's pretty hard not to laugh at this song.
I'm gonna be top of the woods. You've been hoodwinked, baby. Oh, yeah.
Sweet tea and cookies. We got to do something.
I know. The song was catchy, but the choreography was terrible.
But the best song in this production is from this guy, Japheth the Goat. By a mile, Japheth is one of the most entertaining supporting cast members in a children's movie I have ever seen. According to Japheth the Goat, he has to sing every word he says.
Granny Puckett's house?
Granny Puckett.
Could you stop singing for one moment?
No, I can. I wish I could. But a mountain witch done put a spell on me 37 years ago. And now I gotta sing everything I say.
Everything?
That's right.
You just talked! Just now!
Oh, did I? 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 Did I do?
He sings a song called Be Prepared, and I don't know if it's because the character is so likable or because the song is well written, but I just love this song. I mean, just listen to this yodeling, banjo-playing goat and tell me it doesn't put a smile across your face.
That's great. Can you just
When
say how
you're on the mountain, there's lots to be a fear. And that's why this here old mountain goes prepare.
These tunnels. I need one that leads to Puckett Grove.
The best part of the song, I have to say, however, is when they're riding in the minecart and an avalanche comes up from behind them and the goat just breaks into song. It really exploits how good the lyrics really are to these songs. Take a listen.
Prepared. It's rumbling like a mountain lion. If I say that I'm scared, and if that more was just smell, you hear just how I scream. But since I'm only singing, I'll just yodel to her
An overall movie, its biggest strength is also its biggest weakness. It takes so many chances to try to be the best movie it can be. And sometimes it really pays off and sometimes it doesn't. Me personally, I think the good outweighs the bad. It's not up to par with Pixar and DreamWorks, but it doesn't have to be. It brings a certain charm to it that big budget films just can't replicate. I wish I could see more movies that take more chances like this. This movie's risky attitude makes it a 1 in a million success compared to other low-budget CGI films, which sadly makes me think that I won't be seeing another movie like this for quite a long time, if not ever. That being said, go out and see Hoodwinked. It's far from perfect, but its low-budget charm and risk-taking creativity will leave you satisfied. Plus, you can't go wrong with the goat song.
But I got horns that open bottles, and I got horns that hold my keys. I got horns that when you turn them right, they help me watch TV. I got horns that open pickle jars, and horns that come with hair. I got horns that hang my other horns, I always come prepared.
And there's my impromptu review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You'll be hearing from me soon. This is Ken Johnson, signing off.